right, we are on to now the top focus. Malaysia and China have both congratulated Bangladesh on the successful conduct of its election. Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim extended his congratulations to Tarique Rahman and the Bangladesh Nationalist Party for their victory, praising the Bangladeshi people for their democratic decision. He also expressed eagerness to strengthen bilateral ties with the new leadership. China has also congratulated the BNP for taking the lead and acknowledged the smooth election process. The BNP alliance is currently leading with 213 seats secured in the 299-member Jatiya Sangsad and is confident of winning a two-thirds majority. Joining me now in this discussion is retired Major General G.G. Dwivedi. He's a war veteran and a professor of international relations and strategic studies. Joins us from New Delhi. General Dwivedi, thanks very much. It's a pleasure to have you on NewsX World.
Thank you, Kirti. Thank you very much.
General, what's your first assessment of BNP sweeping the polls, getting a two-thirds majority along with its allies, and making all those slew of promises? The challenges ahead for Tarique Rahman are aplenty, from economy to security. How do you think this leader who had been in exile for 17 years and faces cases of corruption is going to tackle that challenge?
Well, Kirti, these were the structured elections in which, of course, one of the major political party was not allowed to take part, was banned. That was Awami League. But that notwithstanding, the election results have come, I think, as a great relief to both the people of Bangladesh and also the other nations in the region. It was expected that BNP had a minor or a very narrow lead over the Jamaati Islamic Party, but this kind of a thumping victory was not really expected. So obviously Jamaatis are actually quite sullen, and I think the people of Bangladesh has voted for the democratic forces. They want the democratic system to be back, whereas Jamaatis had been advocating more of the Islamist laws and Islamic way of governance. So to that extent, I think the results are very positive, encouraging, and naturally people of Bangladesh deserve to be congratulated on their very fine judgment. And now how exactly Tarique Rahman is going to govern, because winning election is one, Kriti, but running the country is a challenge. That's where the challenge starts.
Yeah.
And Tarique Rahman doesn't have any political background, and you rightly said that he went into exile because of the very corruption charges, and I was reading that his academic qualifications are barely grade 12. So I think this is going to be a major challenge, and only way he can mitigate the challenge is to pick up a very accomplished and people who part of his team who exactly know the nuances of running a country, both politically, economically, and also the strategic dimension, because foreign policy is also very important today, because how the nations actually deal with other nations, especially in the era when there's so much of uncertainty. I think these challenges are going to be paramount, but then again, it will all depend how Tarique Rahman chooses his team, how he gives the direction, and how he navigates through the very challenges times that lie ahead of Bangladesh. Kriti.
Right, General, now let's also talk about the fact that Jamaat has also got a significant number of seats, about 70. How do you think the Islamist opposition now shaping Bangladesh's polity?
Well, Kriti, while they have got 70 seats, this is a big, I think, numbers compared to their previous performance. But obviously, their, philosophy or their, ways of running the country have not gelled well with the public. So therefore, I think they were expected to give a very close fight, but that has not happened. So now they have only two choices: either to behave like a mature opposition and contribute to the building of the nation, or be obstructive and try to make things difficult for the government of the day. So, but as far as the leader Shafkur Rahman has said that they will act like a constructive opposition, and they will lend support to the government, but that is to be seen, because what happens is largely the groundswell is that the Jamaitis are very unhappy and sullen, and they're also calling that the elections perhaps were not free and fair. Kriti.
All right, General, thanks very much for your comments here. Request to stay on as we move ahead now, viewers. Let's also tell you that US President Donald Trump's administration